guys, some of you had some questions about the biology project that I posted for you. So real quick, I just want to see if I can answer some of your questions. So your dinosaur, your original dinosaur should be something that you can find online. I posted some things for you, but you can use any other site that you want to. So I have a Tyrannosaurus Rex here, and then my mutant dinosaur that I'm going to change is going to be my Tyrannosaurus spikes. They still have the same genus, Tyrannosaurus, but the species has changed. Capitalized genus, lowercase species. Okay, so onto the worksheet. You don't have to print this off. You can just post it on a Google document, your answers. You could write on paper and take a picture of it, or you could just turn it in when I see you. You don't have to submit it digitally. If you can't do that, just do the best that you can, guys. So I got to answer some questions about my dinosaur, the original versus our mutant. So go through and answer some of those questions there. The first part that might be a little confusing would be your chromosome mutation. So we did some of these chromosome mutations. It says there's 26 diploid pairs of chromosomes. So let's say this is chromosome 1 and this is chromosome 2. You could duplicate like B, you could delete B, you could invert C and D, or you can translocate some of your genes. So you just, write your new sequence. Let's say if I keep B there. I have A, B, and E would be my new one here, and then over here I'd have F, G, H, C, and D translocated, I, and J. So you get to make that part up. Alright, so the gene mutation, your original gene, so you make up the sequence for your original Tyrannosaurus Rex or whatever, so they give you a start codon to start off with, and they give you a stop codon at the end. Remember the rules when you go from DNA to RNA, A goes to U, C and G go back and forth, and T goes to A. So TAC, VAUG, and then I make up the next one. I have CGA, so that would be GCU, right? Okay, so go back up and use your codon chart. I'm just going to do these two. So AUG, that's a little different than what we've been using. AUG, first base, A, U, second base, so they're going to be in here, and then G, methionine is your start codon, so you'd write that down. Okay. The next one I do is alanine when I go up and use my codon chart. So after you do the sequence for your original dinosaur, then you get to mutate it. So they say you can do insertions, deletions, substitutions. Just don't do any silent mutations, because if you go from like alanine to alanine, even though one of the letters changes, it doesn't change the amino acid. So I'm going to go through and have methionine again, and then glycine. And glycine is my change, so I'm going to circle that as one of my mutations. You can do other mutations as well.
Open this!
Alright, I gotta open a Twinkie for my kid, guys. Don't judge me. It's what, 8 o'clock in the morning? Homeschool, right? Okay, here you go, buddy. Okay, so then you go on to write some facts about your dinosaur's habitat. What would it live in? Go ahead and do some research. 5 abiotic factors. These are non-living things like temperature or water. Other facts. Thanks, buddy. Then you do your biotic factors. So these are things that could come into contact with that's alive, like plants, so things like that would be in its ecosystem. So then you get to pick an environmental change. So for mine, I'm going to pick invasion of a new species that competes for resources with your dinosaur. So I got to keep that stuff in mind when I go through and answer these next sort of questions. In competition, I just have to include that they're competing for food, water, shelter, space. So the pedigree is the next thing. Your mutant dinosaur is going to have this dominant big A gene. So this is my Tyrannosaurus spikes right here. And she crosses with a male that does not have the mutant gene. But you can see that over time, there become more and more of them. And then in your F1000 generation, I would say the majority of them should have that mutant gene. So what did the original mutant dinosaur and the mutants share? They both had that recessive lowercase a to start off with. And then this is new. So this is why I posted your book. I think I posted chapter 18, lesson 3. But you can find this information online. And I also posted a link to it or something on your Google Classroom for some extra help. So there's three main ones. You have behavioral, you have temporal, which is basically time, and then you have geographic isolation. So to have a whole new species of dinosaur, any organism, they have to become reproductively isolated from each other. So for one reason or another, they can't mate. So for my dinosaur, maybe they have some sort of behavioral, like mating ritual, where the male will present its mate with food on its spike. And if it doesn't present food on its spike, then the female will not mate with it. How about that? Time would be like they reproduce at different months or day or night, so they just don't breed because of different times. And then geographical would be like maybe there was like an earthquake and then there was a canyon that separated near two species of dinosaur, and they could no longer breed with each other. So anyway, hope that helps a little bit. I want to help you. If you have questions, please email me. Don't panic about it. Don't stress out your parents. Just do the best that you can. I hope everyone is safe and happy, and I hope that I see you soon. Okay? Bye, guys.